What's up guys, this is Yash. Welcome to this new fresh video. I'm so excited to be here like always. And in today's video, if you're coming here because you read the caption and you're like, oh my god, I want to know what the frig are these and what did they do to you, one, and second, if you have subscribed to this channel and you got a notification and you're like, hey, I want to keep up with what Yash got and what information I'm getting through him, I thank you and I appreciate you guys, both of you all and everybody of you all, whoever is coming here to watch this video. In this particular video, I'm going to tell you about how these credit cards could actually start making you money and how these credit cards actually made me money. So, this is not a get rich quick kind of scheme. This isn't something sponsored by any of the credit card companies, so it has nothing to do with all of that information, and there are going to be a bunch of people out there telling you a bunch of crap. If it is quick, if it is easy, then it's not the right way to go make money, one. Number two, if it is quick and easy and it is going to happen, it is not going to happen forever. It's going to go away, it's going to fade away. It's not going to be a reliable source of income. So that being said, all the crap that people are talking about, it doesn't really mean and matter if you're really trying to start something off, if you're trying to make a reliable source of income. So there are a lot of people that just freaking go ahead and stop college and stop school and they're like, okay, this is a new fad, I'm going to get on, it's making me quick money, and then they're left outside of school, outside of their jobs, and they've left stuff down for something which is more like a fad, not a real thing. I just want to put that out there because I've been dealing with a few of these stories that come up to me from a different point of view and different family members of people. So just wanted to point that out. That being said, in this particular video, I am going to tell you about how I have a bunch of credit cards here and then bunch in my wallet and then bunch around. What does this actually do to you and how not to get into debt but instead use this debt wisely. A lot of times, the only mindset our family, our parents, and people actually teach you is that debt is bad. These credit cards, let's say an American Express credit card, you could get this. One of these credit cards you could get approved for really quickly, and you might have a small credit limit, right? And if you don't start using that credit limit, if you don't start building that out there, it's not going to work out. You're not going to have tons of them, and you're not going to have a bunch of credit limit. All of these credit limits in total, like one of my credit cards in my business account can actually get me $200,000 with just one swipe. So I could swipe and buy $200,000 worth of stuff. So what does that mean? That means, oh my god, yeah, you can get $200,000 with that credit card, but what does that also get you to do? That gives you so much more comfort that even if you don't have $200,000 and you think this is a great deal you could really buy right now and you could resell, your credit cards give you that backing to go ahead and buy that, because you might want to use that $200,000 of real cash somewhere else. And this is where credit cards come in handy. If you have good credit, you're really better off than having cash in hand, because what happens, each and every card gives you some or other way of getting that cash in or using that money to actually better yourself. Now that being said, a lot of people get down and dirty with this credit card game and go ahead and put a lot of stuff on their credit cards which are really not making them money, and then they end up paying interest on it. And interests are crazy, 24-25%, which is actually you're paying 2, 3, 4, 5 times the actual product by the end of 2 or 3 years of you buying something. So don't do that. If you're really buying stuff that doesn't really make you money on your credit card, try to pay them off completely, or else use your credit cards to buy stuff and see as quickly as you can pay them off. And their introductory offers and stuff, they're all to actually lure you in. But if you know, if you're a step ahead and if you have a plan down, you could really use your credit cards to make you money. So now that being said, I'm going to tell you how I actually made $5,000 by using $0 of my own and one Bank of America or actual American Express card. So that being said, how did I do that? So the first thing that I always do, and actually my whole channel is all about, is Shopify. And what Shopify is, it's like an e-commerce system on which you can go ahead and create your own store. Now what do you mean by creating an own store? It means you could choose any product, you could do anything you sell, any talent you have a really good calligraphy skills, do that. You could mix things out of wood, do that, and try to sell that online. And now Shopify doesn't really go ahead and sell things online. What it really does is it builds you a platform where you could actually host your website or host your store and then go ahead and sell from there. Now that being said, if you're in this new generation, you understand what Amazon is. It's going to be more like you have your own Amazon with your products. Amazon is pretty different. It's a very complex system, but this is simply saying what it is. It's your own e-commerce store. So it's your own, like how Nike has their own store, you can have your own as well. That being said, that's, I think, is enough information about Shopify. But how did I make that money? So first of all, in order to start stores, most of the times people are like, okay, so if I'm gonna start something new, what I really gotta do is think of a business plan, write a business plan, put in about $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in cash, and then go ahead and start a business, go buy inventory, go get a warehouse space, go get a rental property, or whatever you're gonna do to actually make this happen. But now, it has been years people have been doing drop shipping, which is insane and makes you a lot of money if you know what you're doing and if you know what you're doing right. First of all, why would people do drop shipping, and what is drop shipping? Now, drop shipping is a great concept, and there are a lot of people who are actually building stores on drop shipping kind of things, and they have messed it up for a lot of us, and it might be a little late for you to jump on it, but if you do it right with the tips that I'm going to discuss here, you might be able to get a similar or same or better result than I did by spending $0 and making a bunch of money with it. So that being said, how I did it and what drop shipping is simple, right? It is something that you're trying to sell that you really don't have. So say I am a seller, I make my store and I list these notepads, but I don't have 100 of them sitting around to sell, but I'm gonna list 100 of them on my store to sell them, and then as the order comes in, I place the order with the vendor who has it at a lower price, so I could buy it for a lower price and then sell it for a premium. So how do you decide the price? First of all, you have to make sure that you factor in your costs, your shipping cost to you and the shipping cost from you to their new customer in there. Then you have to also make sure you factor in that the fees that you're gonna pay to Shopify, Amazon Pay, PayPal, whoever or whatever way you're getting your payments done, so that is gonna also factor in. And if you're gonna change some packaging, you're gonna put it into a bubble wrap, or what you're gonna do, how you're gonna print it, what you're gonna use, and that's more or less it. So if this was to cost me $10 to buy and I was selling it for 20 bucks, $10 is this plus $2 I would say is shipping getting to me, and then about $2 to ship further, so $14, and about $1 for the merchant fees that I would pay for for credit card processing. So I'm at about 15 bucks. Now you have to think about this. If you're looking at it like this, okay, this was 15 bucks and I'm selling it for 20, so I made 5 bucks. Wow, and I didn't even do anything. But that's not true. Now I'm gonna advertise this product. How do the new people actually know that I have this and I'm selling it on my store? I will be advertising. So if I was to sell this for every $5 worth of advertisement done, I sell one of these, I break even. Do you see how it happens? So I got it for $10, $2 shipping towards me, $2 further, so that's $14, $1 in merchant processing and whatever. Leaves me with $5 of balance that I've actually made. This was the cost selling price is 20, buying is 10, so I'm still at 5, and if I sold it and every sale cost me $5 in advertising, that's 20. So either I have to reduce my advertising budget or actually try to sell it for $3 to make $2, or I have to increase the selling price. Now that really depends upon the product, depends on the price. So if this was $1, if I was selling it for $2, I would have to sell a bunch of them to really make money. So what I normally recommend people is to look for a product that they want to sell between the price of 10 and 25, because that's not a crazy amount of money that you have to put in to buy inventory or buy a product or two. Second, when you're selling them, say you were gonna double it, right? So a $20 product would be sold for 40. So if it is under 50, it is easier for a customer to buy. It is pretty easy to convince a customer to buy a product which is under $50 of value, because they're not really looking for a lot of trust. So if this was a notepad and I was like, it was gold plated or something, and I was selling for $2 grand each, it'll take me longer to sell because people are actually looking for confidence because they're putting a bunch of money into this product. That being said, I always recommend buying products between the cost of about $10 and $25 and selling them between $25 and $50 respectively, and that's gonna work out really fine for you, because if the product is less than $50 a piece, it is gonna actually be an easier sale comparatively. Now that being said, what is it that we do when we come to set up, and why are we using credit cards and not real cash? So first of all, say you have some real cash holding up in your bank account, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and buy some inventory because I do not want that downtime. With this drop shipping business, there's some downtime that always happens. So this product was ordered when I got the order, right? I got the order from my customer. He or she is expecting this order to be shipped as soon as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and order this with a seller, right? So I say I go ahead and order this on AliExpress. It's gonna take me 15 days or 7 days or 8 days to get it from China. Then I go ahead and ship it further, which is going to take me 2 or 3 days if I'm shipping it locally in the United States. So in totality, it's costing me, it's about 20 days. No customer is really willing and wanting to buy a product that's going to be about 20 days in shipping. So what I do, I normally try to get these products from sources which are actually based out of the United States until I start seeing what products are selling. So I'm drop shipping, but I'm not really making money. So I'm using my credit cards to do that. What I'll do, I'll take out one of my credit cards, put in the information, order these, say on eBay, right? I'm getting one of these notepads for 25 bucks. I'm selling it for 30 bucks. I'm not making any money. 25 bucks shipping, everything including, I'm not gonna make any money. I'm gonna get the product, sell the product, make $0. All I'm really doing is testing the market, which is really important, and a lot of people try to skip this part. Now that I know I could sell this product for 30 bucks, and I've seen like 10 or 20 sales that have happened with this ad campaign, and I'm trying to get these sales for the lowest price possible, I figured that out, and now I go and reverse engineer it, and I actually go to AliExpress or Alibaba to find the suppliers, those who could sell this to me for the lowest price possible with a similar or the best quality possible, and maybe with my branding if possible, right? And then I'll go ahead and order 20 of them using my credit card again. So what that does, my credit card is not going to charge me interest for the first 1 month, right? So I have that time, 1 month from the time I actually bought something, plus 10 to 12 days of the time that I'm due to pay, right? So it's 30 days plus 12 days when the statement's released, and like, okay, you gotta make that payment, and you got 12 days to actually make that payment. So you got like that 44 days to sell a product that hasn't costed you anything yet. So you've not put a penny into it. You've used bank's money to go buy it. It's like loaning it for the business, and as you sell, you pay for your credit cards. So that's how I started a Shopify store, and I do a lot of more videos about Shopify and how to do this. I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible. This is my first ever video on dropshipping. So if you like this video, then there are more videos that you might want to go watch, and I'm gonna link one of the most important videos in the actual description of this video. So if you like this video and you think this was any helpful and it made any sense to you, go ahead and hit this button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I would really appreciate it. And if you really like this content, thank you so much, and hit that like button so I know you like and appreciate the content. Part 2 of this drop shipping kind of video will be coming shortly next week. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and peace.